Hello and welcome to another Golf Predictor video tutorial. My name is Aidan and in this video I shall be talking about the great new design that was applied to Golf Predictor recently. So you can see the new design in front here on the screen, but before we talk about that I'd just like to show you what Golf Predictor used to look like. To do that we'll click on this pre-prepared tab here and you can see a screenshot of the old Golf Predictor design. So what I've done is I've taken all the same content that you can see there and I've just replaced this rather outdated page metaphor with a brand new look. So we'll go back to the previous tab again and voila, instead of that page metaphor with blocks of basic text, what we have now are icons and screenshots, all with accompanying text that convey the same information as before but in a much nicer layout. So as you can see there's a tab there you can click on to get various bits of information, and at the bottom there's a new bottom menu which holds some of the items that I could not fit into the top menu where they used to be, for example links and contact Golf Predictor. So they've been moved down to this new bottom menu which is on every page on the site now. So that's the home page, and this is the page that's most changed from the previous Golf Predictor design. The other pages, as we'll see now in a second, are more similar to how they used to look, but this home page has got a complete overhaul. To take a quick look at another page, click on the testimonials option on the main menu. If you do so, you'll be brought to the following page which I have preloaded on a separate tab. So any of you that are familiar with the old Golf Predictor will realize that this page is very similar to the old look. The only thing that has changed really are the footer, the bottom menu has been added, and the new header and title areas of the page. The actual content area of the page is more or less identical to what it was before. And this is a common theme throughout the whole redesign. Every single page on Golf Predictor looks almost identical in the content area where the real information is. The one thing that has changed is the template, which is the header and the footer and the title areas. So besides that, the Golf Predictor is more or less the same as it was before, and all that has happened is that it has got a lick of paint. We'll now take a look at the member section of Golf Predictor where all the golf data is displayed to you, the user, and we'll see how that has changed from the old look. So if we just have a quick look at how the pages on the member section used to look, we'll go to another screenshot which I've prepared here. So you see the top half of the results by position all page, which shows the page metaphor again, the old green menus and the old layout within the page. So that's how Golf Predictor used to look, and if we look at the new version of that page with the new design, we'll see that it looks very similar. Again, the only change, as I mentioned before, is that the header section and the title section and the footer section has changed, and plus the new bottom menu. The main content part of the page looks almost the same. There is a slight difference in the widths of certain elements and so forth, and I have also improved the display of these green icons that are connected to the drop down list. But besides that, it all looks pretty similar to before. So the main thing to note here, if you look at the menus across the top, that in the old Golf Predictor design there was two other menu items, and there was My GP, which is on the right hand side, and there was also a search option. Now due to the problems with getting the new design to work properly on all devices, I had to leave those two items out and move them elsewhere. This is the only main change to the previous version of Golf Predictor. Everything else is in the same place and looks more or less the same, barring the header and the footer. So to access search now, all you have to do is click on this little magnifying glass icon in the top right corner, and that will bring you to the search page as before. And if you want to find out how to access the options on the My GP menu, such as how to subscribe, you view or edit your profile, or change your password, this is all accessed on the member section bottom menu, which is slightly different from the bottom menu found on the public facing pages of the site. So that's the member section, but you might be more familiar with the main prediction ranking page rather than the results by position page. So we'll have a quick look at that by clicking on this other pre-prepared tab. So similar to before, this is probably the page you're most familiar with on the site, and as you can see, once again The content section is practically identical. We just have no green background, if you like, in the main content section. But now the only main change is with much nicer column key at the bottom underneath each table to show you what the columns mean in each case. So besides that, the pages look more or less the same. So again, only a coat of paint has been added to Golf Predictor. Nothing has been moved around, nothing has been taken out of the site. When I say nothing has been moved around except a couple of menu items, but it's minimal. Unlike some other websites that have changed for no good reason lately. So just to finish, we look at the prediction data page. So for example, if you wanted to look at Patrick Reed's data, you click on his name in the table and be brought to the following page, which once again has been preloaded. So you can see there again, the only differences are the title section and the header section. The content section looks almost identical to before, except for again the lack of green on each side. So I think you'll agree that the overall look of the site looks a lot better than it used to. And again, you have a more attractive column key underneath the main data for Patrick Reed. So that more or less sums up the new design for Golf Predictor. This new design is much better and much cleaner for display on all sorts of devices, from mobile phones up to widescreen monitors. So I hope you enjoyed this new look. A lot of work has gone into it, and I hope you agree it was worth the effort. Before I go, I'd just like to point out that because Golf Predictor now has a brand new look, that all the videos previously recorded on this YouTube channel now look slightly out of date. However, because as I've mentioned several times during this video that the content part of the page hasn't really changed, I think these videos are still valid for you to find out how Golf Predictor works. Okay, that's about it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.